Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Inspired Breakfast Club Talk. I'm Max.
And I'm Amaya, and we're here today with
Suzan Hobby with High Desert Boss Moms.
Susan. Can you please give us a brief overview on what High Desert Boss Moms is and sort of what inspired you to start High Desert Boss Moms?
Sure. I moved here back in 2018. I didn't know anyone. And a couple of friends that I made on Facebook, I just barely knew them, and they invited me to breakfast. And we started just hanging out once a week, and we noticed that we all had a business.
Okay.
And we're all women. So there was like 3 or 4 of us. And it kind of just grew from that. So one of my friends said, hey, I have another friend that has a business. Can she share a little bit? And I said, sure, I'd love to listen to what she has. And so everybody started doing these little presentations, and just, I said, well, why don't you practice on me, pretend like I'm a potential customer. And it really took off from there. So we had about 4 people, and then one day we had 25 people at this little restaurant in Victorville, and we were a little silly and a little loud, and they said you had to leave. So that's when I decided to open a little office, and we had our first office in 2019, and it's just taken off from there. So
Wow.
it has been a journey.
That's really awesome.
It's been a lot
That's
of fun.
amazing.
Yeah. So when you were a little girl, what did you per se want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to do something in the medical field.
Okay.
We used to pretend like, you know that ER show?
Yeah.
We didn't have 911 back then, but we had like emergency shows, and we would always pretend, my sister and I always pretended like we were nurses and doctors.
How cool.
Yeah.
So something
Wow.
totally different
Yes.
than what you had originally
Yes.
wanted to be. That's
So-
really cool though. What is the biggest challenge that you would say you have faced running your organization?
I wouldn't say there's like big challenges. Well, there are, to be honest. There really are. Different personalities, we learning to communicate with a lot of personality types. And it's also been fun though. It's been challenging and it's been fun. And kind of going back to your question, when I was a little girl, like I really loved helping people.
Right.
And so I actually trained in the Navy. I was a dental technician. So instead of being a nurse or a doctor, I was with the dental
Right.
side. So just helping people, knowing that they're going to feel better, making their lives better, it kind of segued into what we do now. And I just love helping people get their businesses up and running.
That's really awesome.
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm gonna pass the questions on to Max.
Okay.
All right.
Those are great questions.
Thank you. So, can you talk a bit about the tools and opportunities you provide for local business owners in this area?
That's a really good question. A lot of the moms in our organization are newer to the area, so they don't know the area. And I remember what it was like when I was new, and I'm still learning and exploring and getting to know the areas.
Mm-hmm.
So we already have an established business network. So in our High Desert Boss Moms, we have businesses, everything you can think of. So I never buy outside of Boss Moms. I always purchase within,
Wow.
unless I absolutely have to, like when I go grocery shopping.
Right.
So the nice thing is we have this network that's already set up. So when these women come in, they have an instant network of friends.
Wow.
Awesome. And supporters.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that's the fun part. That's taken a little while to build,
Right.
because everybody's not a perfect fit for Boss Moms. We try to really be positive and uplifting and just cheer for people when they succeed. So our
That's great.
culture is really positive.
That's great. Would you mind sharing a success story related to the Boss Moms?
Gosh, we have so many that have been part of the organization that have opened their own shops and have branched off and now have their own shops. So they started with us. So we do a lot of little pop-ups, and we have actually a really big event once a month in Victorville. So a lot of the women have branched off, opened shops. We have several, one in Victorville, one in Hesperia that I can think of right off the top of my head. That one lady, she does skincare, another lady does different soaps. And they started out just with an idea. And what we really help with is where to file, what's a DBA, how do I get the paperwork, how do I open this business bank account, Where do I file for a fictitious business name? What's an LLC? Do I need an LLC? You know, we sit down with entrepreneurs and we really help them navigate what are their goals, what do they want to do, what's the time frame, where do they want to be in the next 5 years, and how to get there.
Wow, that's great.
So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and because we are a nonprofit, it's not like we're working a clock in, clock out type of job.
Right.
So it's all based on donations.
So here's an interesting one. What does it take to be a boss mom?
So that's a good question, because I have a lot of moms that don't have kids, but they have fur babies or plants, and so we try to incorporate anybody and everybody in any way. So you don't have to be a mom, but it's just a positive person who wants to grow and cheerlead for the success of others, and just enjoy the journey and help each other. So
love that.
But I do have our motto, and these are all like, we implement this every meeting. Can I just read these real quick?
Absolutely.
So this is everything. What I did, I surveyed 100 boss moms and I asked them what are their top values, their top 5, and this is where this came from. So as boss moms, we think on a higher level. We have a great attitude. We treat people really good. And someone told me, "Oh, that's not proper grammar," but I wanted it that way because we treat people good. We don't take shortcuts. We always do what's right for our customers. We don't allow negative people to bring us down or drag us down. We're emotionally mature, so instead of quick to anger and getting mad, we try to ask questions and formulate resolutions. We lift people up to a higher level. We always do, I already said that one, always do what's right for our customers. We keep our word. We cheerlead for the success of others. And at the end, because we do this motto every meeting, we all say it together with Boss Moms Always Show Up. So we're always there for each other.
Boss moms always show up.
Always show up.
So while you're here, is there anything you'd like to promote or shout outs you'd like to make?
We have our Courtyard Marriott events. So we have a partnership with Courtyard Marriott in Hesperia, and once a month we have a big event there. And that's my favorite one because all the women get together and we all buy from each other and promote each other in business, and it's so much fun. So that's coming up this coming Sunday. And then we have another one on October 22nd, and then another one in November, and another one in December.
I see.
And lined up for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Yay!
That's great.
Awesome. I just think it's really awesome what you're doing for the community.
Thank you.
I love that you're uplifting women and like-minded individuals, and
It's a lot of fun to be with people who are driven and have a purpose, or they know they want to do something, but they just don't quite know how to get there.
Right.
And to see them really grow and develop, it's so much fun. Very rewarding.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
This is a lot of fun.
Thank you.
So we do have a website. It's www.highdesertbossmoms.com, and we're also listed on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Awesome.
And it's all HD Boss Moms.
Yay! So if you are interested in joining, please contact Susan or the High Desert Boss Moms. I'm sure they would love to have you. Thank you.